This tourist resort in the Chilean countryside hides dark secrets. For 30 years, Colonia Dignidad, or Dignity Camp, was home to an abusive sect founded by German immigrants and run by pedophile ex-Nazi officer Paul Schäfer. 18 years ago, at the age of 20, Winfried Hempel left the colony. He became a lawyer and is now heading a lawsuit against the German and Chilean states for what he and others suffered.
Schäfer supervisaba todo. Se les obedecía ciegamente.
Schäfer supervised everything, and people would obey him blindly. If someone dared contradict him, he was immediately hit and punished, sometimes sent to what he called house arrest, which was a room where he would stay for a few days, sometimes a week, without food.
Schäfer collaborated with the dictatorship of Augusto Pinochet, whose secret police used the colony as a torture center for political opponents. After the fall of the regime and the return of democracy, Schäfer fled to Argentina. But he was caught and convicted of child abuse, arms possession and human rights violations, and died in a Chilean jail in 2010. Today, around 160 former settlers still live here, keeping bees and chickens. They are proud of their Bavarian heritage, which they use to help attract 30,000 tourists a year.
No es que queramos hacer negocio de algo.
We're not looking to make a profit, but we are developing this activity because we have a social responsibility toward the people who are old today and whose only revenue until they die will be that one, because they can't work elsewhere.
Porque no tienen ninguna posibilidad de trabajar en otro lado.
But the celebration of German culture here has made many of the sect's victims and their families deeply uncomfortable. They want the village to be preserved as a memorial.
The fact that the current heads of this holding company want to have tourism in a place of death, torture, slavery and destruction is an aberration to us, a lack of respect, an offence to the memory of those who suffered and died here, an offence to those who are still alive and are hoping to know one day where the rest of their family members are.
Y que esperan algún día saber dónde están los restos de sus familiares.
A new film, Colonia, starring Emma Watson, now tells the story of the sect, where children were separated from their parents, kept as slaves, indoctrinated and tortured. Their voices are finally being heard, but the search for justice goes on.